Hi guys, right here. So somehow, me as a complete PvP noob just hit mythical rank in RTA, which is Summit Arena here. So I don't know how my brain cell actually survived, but hey, it actually worked. And in this video here, I'll show you the team I use, like what I learned through the whole process when I'm climbing through the Summit Arena, and also like the tips and tricks I noticed and also learned from my other friends and union member as well. Just basically sharing everything I know, and the tips and tricks might actually help you climb in Summit Arena even if you're not a PvP hardcore player. But before I start this video, I want a special thanks to Ben the Hawk and also Math Bender and everyone in the World 3 community actually helped me out, because when I have bad moments, right, I have like a lot of lose track and then keep losing moment, and then like the win rate actually keep getting lower and lower. I get like, I don't know if my highest loss streak is like 7 or around like 7 to 14 around there, cause in the middle probably I win like one match and then I keep losing again. So my win rate actually went very low at that moment, and I'm like molding and then like doing a lot of like very bad draft and all those things, and then they help me out, give me suggestion like all those tuning and stuff, and I finally managed to reach mythic. But my mythic rank here is not like the other pro PvP player that they already know what kind of playstyle they are going for. You can see my win rate here is 51.7, isn't that impressive compared to the other PvP player outside there, and my victory is 202 and defeat is 188. So I play like around close to 400 matches to reach mythic rank. Alright, so my recent battle record here, pretty lucky. I get a lot more victory because I noticed some of the tips and tricks, how the mechanics works, and then how the drafting works, and also I starting to do notes, right? So as again, very honest, I'm not a PvP player, I'm not a PvP pro, but most of the time I'm focusing on PvE content and making guides, right? But now currently in game, there's no other new bosses currently. They're gonna add a new one, but there's no longer new bosses. Like every content we already in game, like Grim Pursuit, Threshold, Investigation, GPL Sports, you probably already know how to actually clear them, then time to time and make guides like for Cage Rumble. But most of the time you don't really need a PvE guide anymore, so that's the reason why I actually started to focus in PvP content, even though I am actually noob in that content, right? So I'm learning about it, and then and real-time PvP actually usually stress me out. I draft very weirdly, I misclick, I can't keep up with the insane speed contest. My brain cell, I have only 3 brain cell, and my brain cell can't even catch thing up. So after I decided to give RTA a real push, I made some changes for my account. So these are the 4 changes I did mainly. The first thing is about speed tuning my account. So previously I put all my best speed gear on one specific unit, which is gonna be Lily. So like among all my unit, right, I built my Lily the fastest, and then the rest is like very slow or probably not that fast. Then after that, if the opponent pre-ban Lily or they actually ban my Lily, then basically all my other unit are not that fast. So the first thing I did for my account changes is about retuning the speed. So I have to spread all my best speed gear among Lily to all the other speed contest unit, for example like Doki Doki, for example like Freya, for example like Tsukuyomi. I spread all the speed module to actually make them, they have kind of like the equal speed. So we have to like actually retune my account. And the other thing is choose a specific playstyle. So previously I was playing Bruiser. Bruiser actually carry my account in Summit Arena from like the basic until I reach like Master 1. Right, because previously I made a video about Mizuki Makoto actually carrying my account, and Mizuki Makoto actually carried me from Gold, and then it pushed me up to Master 1, and then around like Master 1 here, I keep getting bottleneck now. Then I just keep getting Cleave, I keep getting CC, Infinity CC, and then other bruiser will out bruiser me, and then I'll just keep dropping around like here, Master 2 to Master Diamond 2, I just keep dropping between here. Sometimes I can just keep losing instantly from Master 2 to instantly down to Diamond 3 and close to Diamond 2. So that point, I'm actually very mad, and then I have to really pick one playstyle. So in the end, I noticed that I actually like more about Cleave and also control instead of the bruiser unit. So the first thing why even though I like tanking the damage down and kill them, it feels very satisfying because you can actually tank down the damage. But after that, because I also clear PvE content, then in PvE content I also want big damage, right? I also want big damage output, so I decided to went for Cleave. So cause I like big damage output. Then after that I started to skill it up for Messiah. It takes me time, it probably take me a few weeks to actually build Messiah up. And then went for like a hand reach, for example. Then I have to lattice up, like let's say to Tsukiyomi here for the not really for this. I already scaled up to Tsukiyomi previously for PvE. Then specifically for the speed here, because if I want to go for Cleave, then I need every single speed I'm able to get. Alright, so then I decided for a playstyle which is Cleave and also Control. So when my Cleave unit actually get banned, which is one of the main unit is going to be Messiah, then I have to provoke into Control, especially if the player are playing Bruiser. Or else I might actually go for my second Cleave that is not using Messiah if the enemy is not going for Bruiser. So if they are going like another Control unit or they are going for speed contest, then I might actually go for my fast DPS. For example, Yeli here, I built her very fast for PvP content. And then for example, like let's say a Rosa, I'm also using Rosa as my speed DPS in PvP. So I actually rely the most is actually my playstyle is gonna be Cleave. And if I can't Cleave, or if I can't use Messiah Cleave, I can't use speed Cleave, then I'm going for Control team. That's my usual, my basic concept. After I actually tune my account and learning the draft, then that's the playstyle I'm going for. Then after that, from my rank here, I'm starting to no longer drop to Diamond. Then I'm actually like jumping around Master 3 and Master 1 around here. Then depends on what unit I face. So sometimes when I face the unit that are faster than me, then it's an instant lose to me, or I actually draft poorly that my Cleave team can't actually cleave the enemy, then I will lose. So I will show you some of the unit I built, but I won't show you my stats because I still want to maintain my Summit Arena in Mythic rank. Still have 2 weeks left. If I don't play like for 5 days, I will drop point, right? So I don't want to expose my speed first, because if I actually face player from Mythic player or player who actually watch my video, then they probably know all my speed, right? And also my tuning. So I will show you the unit that I actually built currently for my support unit, my control unit, all this thing. Then you'll probably get an idea. Alright, so I built Doki Doki for my speed contest unit. I built Messiah for my main Cleave unit to actually cleave them. Then I built Henry here for Dispeller and also as a sub DPS. I built Yeli here for speed contest. Then I built Linglord here. It's just for time to time I might actually steal enemy Linglord to heal up my team and to cleanse. Then Holden here as well. Holden here is my previous Bruiser unit Holden, in case I actually want to go for Bruiser team, but usually I don't do it. I sometimes use Holden here for using as a Dispeller and also to do some damage. Then Linfonel here for double buff my Cleave team. Then Lilium here time to time when I notice enemy is playing for control team, then or I want to play control team and I want to take away Lilium from them, then I will go for Lilium. Then I also built Yeli as my fast DPS for Yeli. Then I have Tsukiyomi for my speed contest unit as well. I have Freya here for my speed contest unit as well. Rosa here as my speed Cleave unit. So if Messiah got banned and I notice that I need a speed DPS, then I'm going for Rosa is one of them. Then I have other unit that I previously built for my Bruiser, for example like Sanya. I previously built for my Bruiser team when I'm still below Master. Probably I'm gonna change the Lighthouse to Sanya, to Gigabyte. Then I have my old Mizuki Makoto here as well. I still use her sometimes, don't know when, but sometimes my brain cell tells me that I want to use Mizuki Makoto to fight enemy Tiamat, then I will go for it. Then my control unit as usual, Kazuyo, and also Obo. So these are the few units that I'm currently using in my draft. Then the other unit I previously draft, for example like Tiamat, for example like Rahu, because that time I was actually thinking that I want to build Bruiser, but in the end I didn't went for it because I did not spend any lattice on them. Then it might actually not be a good choice when I'm actually playing in PvP. Then the other unit I'm planning to build, for example, Rin Diambo, I don't have enough resources at the moment to actually skill her up because of the GP outpost, and then also not enough speed set that I can actually make her work at the moment. So Rin Diablo is something I want to build in the future. Also Viper, I'm trying to rebuild Viper as well. And then what I want to build is also Mil, but no, not enough Lattice. I want to build Beyontain, but not enough Lattice. I want to build Veronica, not enough gear. All my speed gear is already used up. Also Mia as well as a Dispeller. And then I also want to build Red Chachi as my another control unit as well. But no, I'm out of module, I'm out of resources to actually build them. But these are some resource unit I will actually try to build them in the future. So in my opinion, your control unit and your support unit should actually build as fast as possible while also maintaining the stats they need. For example, Doki Doki here, you can just go for speed, and then the stats they need, for example, Kazuyo here, when you want to build with accuracy as well. Then I think one of the biggest thing I learned after, like, other than speed tuning, other than knowing your own playstyle and stick to that playstyle instead of spreading all your unit and your playstyle, I think it's about how the turn meter pushing works. So for example, let's take this AI arena for example. So let me find a player that have gigabyte built in, then probably I can show you nicely. Okay, so what I noticed the most, let's say I'm fighting this player here, he have a gigabyte Sanya. So after I do 3 moves, so let's say this is my draft, right? So let my Lily will take, let's say Freya buff out my team, Lily turn meter push Messiah, then Nymphonia will buff Messiah. But after 3 action here, enemy Sanya will actually get the turn meter push by the gigabyte. So what I noticed is, if your unit actually reach 100% turn meter buffers, and then you also trigger a turn meter push at the same time, then the enemy Sanya or the gigabyte can't cut you off. If you actually reach the 100% turn meter bar and also get turn meter push effect at the same time, then you will still remain the action first, and enemy Sanya, even though they have faster speed than you, they won't take the action because you trigger the turn meter push and also 100% turn meter at the same time, so they can't cut you out. So let me show you this as an example. Okay, so we can see here my Messiah here is actually very slow, 61%, and then enemy Sanya is actually faster than me, and he also have gigabyte here that can turn meter push herself 35%. So on paper he should outspeed you if she actually cuts in. So let's say my Sanya here actually push my team, because Sanya here, whenever you buff your team or you debuff them, then they will not able to if you buff your team, then you get turn meter push. If you debuff them, then you turn meter down the enemy. So if I buff a Messiah, alright, so now we can take a look here at Nymphonia and my Messiah. They are both at 100% turn meter, and then we look at Sanya here is 72% turn meter. So if after my Nymphonia here, on paper after the gigabyte turn meter push 35%, then Sanya here will become 107% turn meter push, right? And then on paper, because Sanya have the higher base speed than Messiah, then Sanya should actually cut you off because of the gigabyte, and usually it should. But because we have Freya here that will give you turn meter push effect, and also Nymphonia here will provide buff, then this buff here will make Freya trigger the when you provide buff, and then will turn meter push your team. Then this effect here will actually make Messiah not able to get cut off by enemy gigabyte. So this is one of the things that I think that changed a lot inside my build, because I no longer afraid of, not no longer afraid, now I know that if my unit will actually get cut off or not. So if I buff up Messiah now, and Messiah here will get a turn meter push effect, right? And then Sanya even get the gigabyte turn meter push, my Messiah here won't get cut off. So even though you can see here, enemy Sanya have 100% turn meter now and already triggered the gigabyte, but because I get turn meter push at the same time, and then I get 100% turn meter, so I won't get cut off. So I can still cast my skill freely, and this actually helps me a lot in RTA, in a lot of content, because usually I am afraid that I get outspeed or get cut off by gigabyte. But if you can actually make a team that can make Messiah, like your main DPS, not get cut off while actually reach turn meter push 100% and also turn meter effect at the same time, then it will be very strong. So unit like, let's say Tsukuyomi also works very well, because Tsukuyomi 100% turn meter push will also benefit instantly for your Messiah, because they can like instantly cut off, even though they have like 100% turn meter already. But if you use Tsukuyomi and push, it will instantly cut off. Okay, so just let me finish the fight. I don't know if you guys actually noticed this, but I just learned it. Like this few days that I can actually do this to not let them cut me off. Right, then I can just clip them like this. But this in AI arena, it's not in RTA. But in RTA, if you know this kind of concept, then you probably understand that how to actually counter Gigabyte by not making them cut off your team. I think this actually helps me a lot, because after that I can actually know that what is my skill order, so I cannot let them cut me off by using Gigabyte. Right, I'm not sure if this tips and trick actually help you guys out, but it actually helps me a lot in some RTA matches that it will actually benefit me a lot. Okay, so here's one example that how I actually avoid my team getting cut off by Gigabyte. So this is one of the match here, and then this is the unit I'm using. So we have Lily, we have Messiah as a cleave unit, we have Tsukuyomi and Freya. The enemy here is the casual bruiser unit, right? And then we can see here his Linglord is actually on Gigabyte, and I will take the action first. Then I use Freya to buff up my team with applying attack up buff. Then I use Lily to turn meter push Messiah. Okay, they counter attack me, then turn meter push Messiah. So if we take a look here at the turn meter bar here, my Messiah is actually going to take the next turn. But because this is my third action, and if I actually turn meter push Messiah, I kind of wasted the turn meter push effect and also the buff effect, right? So I actually turn meter push Lily. So Lily will instantly take the turn because of 100% turn meter push. And because this is a turn meter push effect, and we also have Freya here to buff out the team, provide like the buff and turn meter push effect. So when Tsukuyomi buff that team, is 100% cut off. So when Tsukuyomi buff Lily, Lily will not get cut off in any certain stances. So I actually turn meter push Lily, and this is just the third action. Then turn meter push by Linglord actually push herself, and you can see here Linglord actually outspeed, can actually cut off Lily. But because here we use turn meter push how do I say, Tsukuyomi S3 is 100% turn meter push, so it will guarantee my Lily take the turn. But even my Lily get the turn, it is outspeeding my Messiah. So basically Linglord here can actually apply heals and apply immunity for the team, and not before my Messiah take the action, right? So I use Lily here to S1 to do some additional damage to Holden, so my Messiah will take action, do some damage so I can actually ensure my Messiah can kill Holden. So cause sometimes I notice my Messiah S3 can't really kill them in one shot, so I do some damage to Holden first. And because Lily S1 Twin Trick will make the Twin Trick unit get turn meter push by 30%, right? And because of the turn meter push effect, it makes Messiah cut off Linglord, even though Linglord should actually heal now. But because I get a turn meter push effect here, it makes my Messiah take the action first. So I don't have to worry that I get Gigabyte cut off by Linglord. So I think this actually helps me a lot to actually judge that how I actually should do my skill order. So yeah, I managed to hit Mythical, but after knowing like some of the details like min-maxing and knowing my own position or what kind of playstyle I want to go for, and then tuning the stats. Like the stats tunings are actually very important, like min-maxing the stats actually plays in a very big role as well. So I think playing a lot, like losing a lot, is also playing a big factor for me, because I don't really play PvP a lot. Even my previous game Dislike, I don't play a lot of RTA PvP, so in my opinion my drafting and the knowledge in real-time arena isn't that good. So I think losing here also plays a important role for me to learn how other player plays their cleave. Like when I'm playing bruiser, when I'm below master, I'm playing bruiser team, then I also knows that how player actually play their cleave unit, how they actually draft their team, what kind of unit they will lock at what kind of situation. I think that plays a very important role as well. Cause drafting actually plays a very important role, and also taking notes what kind of player you face, and also their speed, what kind of playstyle they're going for also plays a very important role. So let's say if I play with that player before and I face them again, I know that what kind of unit I want to ban and what kind of playstyle they're probably going for. Then I can probably draft a team that can counter that. But if I still face them and after knowing the information and I still draft a team, I might actually still lose again, right? Cause probably still get outspeed or whatever. So let me know in the comment how your RTA climb is going for, and if you guys want, I can even make a breakdown of my favorite comps or some moments that I actually win with some interesting moment. Some replays, right? So hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope this video actually give you guys an inspiration as well, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Trencan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chawny, Antonio Winterspoon, First Law, D&D, thank you so much for your support. And special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Riggs, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chawny. Thank you so much for your support.